checked my reflection about yesterday, or maybe 2 days ago, and my shadow got jealous. You know, and my reflection fought back. You may have heard of this active shooter yesterday. Killed 5 people. One was an off-duty cop. Now the thing about reflections is, if it's a good reflection, a single one, you want to break it, and then that's what it wants. It wants to be shattered. So it's like, you hit me, it didn't work. Now there's a trillion of me. So like, if you see me a reflection, in fact, I'd be scared if my face, my greasy ass face, reflected you somewhere. But so far, God's been very good to me and not allowed me that particular power. Like people who do advanced Dungeons and Dragons neglect their accidental death and dismemberment thing. It's a reality check. In this world of insurance, you have to deal with accidental death and dismemberment. And it's like a no fault policy. It's not my fault, but it's somebody's responsibility. Just like I trip over all my words, I sound like Porky Pig or Pinoy Pig or something. Bre, bre, bre. That's all, folks. Yeah. And if I wore a Porky Pig mask, it would sell the illusion that, but I'm not really a cartoon pig. I miss the days when I could do that, but I'm just gonna use this. I really I don't know how to make my face smaller, other than put myself out of the picture. Maybe like, there's this streamer, Hololive, Gura, and she's supposed to be a shark. And she's like, what if I was off the screen? Da 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 da. And all you see are her eyes. God will make a way where there seems to be no way. He works in ways you cannot see. He will make a way for me. He will be my guide. Hold me softly to his side. Something, something, he will make a way. He will make a way. Oh, God will make a way where there seems to be no way. A mild solution of bleach and water is pretty much all you need to use to sterilize. If you taste bleach, you put in too much. There's got to be kind of like 1 drop per Olympic-sized pool. Or maybe chlorine. I know I'm mildly irritating. God made me that way. Do you prefer that I have a gun? And I just pick out 5 people I dislike who find me mildly irritating, take them out? I could do that. Somebody did it, beat me to it yesterday. So when I get these looks like, why are you still alive? Same to you, pal. Anything could happen in this world. The fact that it hasn't means God's not ready to take you out yet, or me. Oh, hi, Emily Magana. How are you? I'm trying to wear this shirt. Do you see, like, is it a good shirt? What do you think of the pattern? It's kind of blocky, isn't it? Thank you. It's very nice of you to say. Don't you think all the colors clash? Like, if you have a dad, would your dad wear this t-shirt? I don't think so. I think your dad's pretty cool. And your mom, too. Sometimes I have legit 12-year-olds in this channel. So I have to tone down all my material. It's like, this is a t-shirt. And I was thinking of wearing it, but it looks like a blouse for girls. Do you see the ribbon? Is it a little too dark? It's like black. Who wears this? Would you, if you had a classmate and she wore this shirt, what would you say to her? Oh, good. Emily Magana. Are you Filipino or something? Or Tagalog? Because, Magana means like, full of passion and energetic in my language. I don't know if you're Spanish. I try to be very nice to people, but a lot of people aren't very nice to me. And that's normal. If you know Jesus Christ, he healed 10 lepers and only one came back to thank him. So that's only 10%. If you know math, the rest are just like fooled. It's like, I'll talk to my favorite Jewish Pharisee and like give you the credit. But that one leper was like, oh, you're in Tokyo? Honto ni. Wakarimasu? I did take some Japanese. I went to Stuyvesant High School, and my Japanese teacher was Mr. EJ Lugo. He remains that. He's just teaching me more stuff about Japanese culture. I've been to Tokyo. I lived in Shibuya, I think. How is it over there? Any Godzilla? It's okay. Maybe you're disabled, or you're like mentally ill, or you can't type that fast. It's all right. I'm glad you can understand me. It's an odd name, Emily. Like every I don't know, Makita. Makita is a good power tool. Do you have power tools in the house? You should. Any young girl like want you should be handy. Mom needs some help. Dad, I can work the power tool at least, a drill. I won't hurt myself. Take out the bit. Oh, what are you doing up at 5:28 in the morning? Are you one of those morning birds, early birds? I couldn't hack that schedule. Thank you for the like, whoever did that. I tried waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I was grumpy all day. No good without my Black Rifle coffee. Do you guys have Black Rifle coffee in Tokyo? Take your time. There's no pressure here. I just want to advertise my all new merchandise, the shirt. It's something I kind of made myself, but I don't know the effects. It's like if you watch it, this big bear. Is that like a big bear mountain? You know? I always like to meet all new people, especially one I can't manipulate. You know? You're all the way there in Japan, in Tokyo. Unless they're like you're in Tokyo, Arkansas or something. That's still a possibility. In America, they have names for all kinds of people. My name is Nate Mendez. I'm probably gonna make my own town somewhere, like somewhere in Nate Mendez, New York. It's just a dream. But I figure if they made New York City, New York, why not Nate Mendez? Anywho, if you do leave, don't get hurt. Be careful. Look all around for bears, since you won't expect that there's a big bear at Big Bear. But I didn't even expect there's a Emily Magana in my chat. Always expect the unexpected. You know. So here's the rules of my channel. Basically, I'm a very paranoid, some say schizophrenic, and mentally ill. But I am high functioning, meaning that I'll welcome you as long as there's the internet to protect you from me or me from you. It's just like a plate glass. So you might be like, I always assume because of my paranoia that let's say something happens in New York City and you want to get a free reading or something. I'm fine with that. My opinions about what happened in New York City yesterday is like I'm scared. Okay? But if you are a legitimate 12-year-old girl or something, don't be scared. Your mom and dad are always with you. Okay? And the police are always there. I know there's a guy who causes trouble in Japan, the streamers and stuff, and he got arrested. Same thing in the Philippines. So, do you practice Shinto? Do you prefer I speak in all Japanese? If you want to learn like Duolingo English, this is a good strategy. Go to all the chats and then use whatever English you have. Oh, good. Great. So you have a house in the mountains. I used to go out with this girl, Miki Fujisaki. Her family owns a mountain. It's a big mountain too. When I was dating her at Carnegie Mellon University, I was like, your family owns a mountain? What's that like? I don't even own a mountain. I don't even own anything. So I'm gonna assume, just because I'm paranoid, that you own a mountain. I hope it's a good mountain. Do you talk to your mountain? I talk to my phone, which is almost like a mountain. So I didn't plan to be like a 12-year-old girl teacher, but you say cool a lot, huh? Don't in Japan in suge, suge dayo, you know? You should be practicing your Japanese if you're in Tokyo. Sur, suge. Here in a thing in America, we have something called surge pricing. So anyway, what's the coolest Pokemon? Tell me. Like, I need to know. Or Digimon or whatever. Or anime. I've watched Seven Deadly Sins and all this other crap. But my Japanese is not improved. They say the only way to do that, to learn a language, is to get a girlfriend. And I had one, and I still didn't learn anything. You know? I just learned how to be a bigger jerk. That's about it. No, it's okay. There is no mistake. There's only learning and effort. Can you say that for me? It's very simple to say. There is only learning and effort. There are no mistakes. When you make an effort, you're learning something. That's called experience. So when you say surge, part of you wants to say surge. Okay? You could say it, but you don't want to, right? I'm the same exact way in all things. It's like I want to be good, but I just don't want to be good. I could be good, but should I be good? So you could say, like, it's all learning and effort, but you don't want to. When you say IDK, like, I don't kingdom or whatever K is. I don't Kawasaki. Hey, Gallus, I thought you were gonna sleep, lying sack of shit. Like, little girl, this is what I call the best man. He pretends to go away, but he's just like, can't sleep, insomnia. So tired. You tried. My ass tried. Sorry for all the bad language, Japanese girl. This is what you get when you go to America and then you deal with, like, white supremacists. I tried, brother. 14, 18. I don't know if you're a very white supremacist being in Tokyo, but it's a hard gig. You have to deny allegiance. It's like, no, I'm not. That's thing number one. And look, free sunglasses, perfect for a little girl from Japan. So I'm in the park. Oh, come on. There's nothing hard for the best man. You know this. Here I am in the kiddie section where there's a lot of sand. And all I want to do is drag something around and get Sean. He's like perked up. There's a Japanese girl? I'm hoping she subscribes to my channel. I need to be grounded. She's apparently from Tokyo. Could be 18, wants to be little girl voice. I don't know how to speak English, you. And I play into it. Her name is Emily Magana. Sounds like a Filipino last name. Turns out I'm wrong. You know? And apparently, if you had this to Sean is like, where is the Japanese girl? In Tokyo. If you scroll up, you can see. Gallus does this 2 times already. Sometimes I think his internet connection is really bad. Not your fault, just your responsibility. So, like, you can see kind of. This is my new t-shirt design. I don't know if it's very good. It's very tacky. There's so many, like, swastikas in there. Or you can read names like Seth Rich. I don't know. In Austria? Why do you hate Austria? Is your wife's name Alana? You know, you should like have pet names for your wife. I didn't ask for it. It just happened, dude. It's like I don't know if she's still there, but she said she's going to Big Bear, where she has a house and it's very far. So she might be trying to like get free English lessons. You know, all those years ago, I went to a ski place with Koreans, and then I spent about 5 hours in the bunny slope teaching a thick Korean girl because she didn't want to pay the ski instructors. And my friends were like, "That's stupid." I'm like, I am the moron here. You will kick me out if I don't do that. So whatever is funny, it is funny. I don't mind telling you. Wow, there's not even a little nothing. This fucking sucks. Everything I do is just terrible. You know? So, any feedback on this shitty ass shirt? Hey, put your wife on the phone. Hey, Alana. Yeah, listen, you fucking dumb numbnuts. You know, Austria is very awful, terrible. It'll do things to your skin and your hair and your teeth. Think of it as an irradiated Godzilla town. Don't go there. Go to Australia. Okay? There, Sean. 7 chatters and 1 like. Pathetic. All of you are very pitiful. Come in here and hand out, not even do me the courtesy of a like. You know? Just like that Arlie Army thing. I'm not in the mood to laugh at all your jokes, Havron. Still alive, huh? What do you think of that New York thing yesterday? I know you had something to do with it. Or you had nothing to do with it, which is worse. Keep nodding. 2 likes, 8 chatters. So that new like was yours, Sean. Thank you for that. So what do you fleabags and ingrates want from me today? Opinions about this shooter named Islam? Hey, this is my favorite Nigerian. How you doing, Noah? US Beast. I like that. Nice, nice, nice. You can't go wrong. But I should tell all of you that Noah isn't actually like the mortal host of that guy who does A Beautiful Mind. I mean, the guy who needs no introduction at all. The name that escapes us because of amnesia and short-term memory loss. Whoever that guy is, you know. Couldn't possibly be Russell Crowe. Yeah. What a dumb name, right? Russell Crowe. I mean, honestly, how do you resell crows? Here's a crow, and then I'll sell it to you at 300% markup. That's how you resell crows. Yeah, 3 likes, very good. So anyway, I need your like, you know, I tried to sound out Sab. It's like, I need a female opinion, and she immediately dug into this. So odds are good that she's probably a woman. She probably has an illusion machine. It's like, you know, every time I look at her, she has a cock. You're not looking hard enough. If I was a little frail, pathetic little girl, and I found a magical artifact that made me look like a man with a cock, I'd use it. You know? Russell. So I noticed you guys aren't timing popcorn. Any reason why? You know? All you mods, and he's the only gray. It's just like, you know, I watched the origin story of Freddy Krueger and Amanda Krueger, and she's like being nice. I was like, oh, I'm a very good Catholic Christian nun. And, you know, and feeding, are you insane still? 100 murderers. And then the door closes. And then they all realize, we're 100 men and she's a woman. The estrogen just pervades the thing. That's pretty much... Oh, I totally missed that. So the Nigerian, Dustin, I'll just say he's Dustin Nigerian from 21 Jump Street. The original, not the reboot. You know, 60 seconds, a little harsh. Usually people go for 10 or 15, but you know Noah, Russell. So let's do Russell Crowe. Now, Crow and Shore, I have the same pattern, you know? And Popcorn has no immunity here because the last time I trusted him, ooh, flipped it around, it's all my fault. It's like, I already have a wife. You know what I mean? How may I do help you guys? Noah, I need your opinion. Would you wear this shirt to court? Like, would the judge be like, what are you trying to pull here, pal? Is that a swastika I noticed, or Seth Rich, or like sick nuts? And it's like, sir, it's just a shirt, Your Honor. Look, it even has a very harmless, like, bow tie thing, you know? In fact, this is not even worse. Seems fine. You'd wear it. Zabisto. I don't know. What do you call paraplegic with a shovel? You gotta, if I don't know the answer, I just change it now. Doug. Ah, what is this, dad joke hour? I might ask your wife, Alana, come closer. Sniff him. What does he smell like? Sean. Death and taxes. Oh. Why did you tell me the truth, Alana? You dumbass. Ah. Douglas. That doesn't even pun with shovel or Doug. Douglas. You know, when my office got raided, there was a supervisor named Douglas, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna answer all your questions. Why did my mom die? Why was she taken from all of us? You shouldn't make claims like I'm gonna answer all your questions, except for that one. So can you answer it? Like, here, I'll do a poll. I haven't done a poll in a while. Now I suggest you say no. You know, there's 6 of you and 4 likes. At the end of this stream, it's like at least 4 people like my content. You know, once in a while I have to say like X number of chatters, but X minus 50 number of likes or whatever. So a paraplegic with a shovel is Douglas. Okay. What do you call a paraplegic all the way down your esophagus? Oh. Good morning, Beetlejuice. Yeah, what's up? How you doing, Egghead? We're doing puns. Sean has a couple of bangers. What do you call a man with a shovel? Doug. What do you call a man hiding in the bushes? Russell. Oh yeah? Which hospital? No, that's doxing. In general, all the best. I want you to interview in ways quite unlike as ever before. And I'm going to test the fidelity of my audio. Can you retype what I just said? It's part of your interview. The physical part of the interview for the hospital or whatever is coming soon. I'm doing the audio part right now. Some know, some don't. The physical part is just basically he or she is gonna put their hand on your knee and say, how badly do you want this job? And then watch for the eyebrows. Or if it's a Zoom call, they try to freak you out more like that. Hi, Bird. Also, I have this. Do you have a shirt like this? Do you think it's appropriate for an interview? It looks very odd. I don't know. So let's do. It's not odd. You're Mexican. Don't you want to wear like a sombrero? Just like, hey man, this is discrimination. I don't think you should hire me based on my personal appearance. All you need to know is my skill level. I did conduct many studies. I don't know if you're like the high-pitched Mexican or low-pitched. The soccer jersey, houndstooth, the chick. Look at you. What are you, a fashion designer, Nigerian? Zabisto. Zabisto. Ding. You're probably Mephisto, right? More Mephisto than Russell Crowe. Mephisto is a demon, I think, in I don't know, DC or Marvel. One of those. He works with Ghost Rider, so it's Marvel. You're wearing a soccer jersey. Why not a football outfit? See, that's what the interview is going to be about. How agile you are mentally. You know, you intend this and then expect the unexpected. Boom. So I asked you, Beetlejuice. Like, I'm not even going to threaten you. Threats don't work on all of you busters, including I'm extending the courtesy to Beetlejuice. It's just like you might have to do some transcription, medical hospitals or whatever the medical field. When the patient says, "Oh," it means like, "Oh, okay, he's in pain." So audio, no matter how muffled, you gotta say it. You know. Hey, Don. Speaking of, Don has no problem name dropping celebs. All he basically is just like today in court, 7 black teens shook hands with other 7 other black teens, and then you end up like, and it turns out they're underwater for murder. Uh huh. What did I expect, really? Shut up, Sean. Will you stop? He's found my one weakness. Basically, like, puns or something, or first names. Because I have amnesia and short term memory loss, and all these jokes help me remember somebody's first name. But you're a coward and a pussy, Sean. You wouldn't dare do your name, or even Nate Mendez. Because I've tried to make my name a joke. Okay? Like, what do you get? What do you call a man who got attacked by a kitty cat? Nate. And usually when people say my name is like, stop. This is not the time for jokes. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay? So by giving me a green light and clear, I was just like, well, where's mine? I saw a black couple arguing, you got yours, but where's mine? You know? I listen to a lot of black people. Like, what do you call a man who can't support a family of 5? Pizza. That's kind of racist, but still. Yeah, I heard. I remember. Your aunt is very, very things. So it's head to head. Two of you know why, and 2 of you refuse to know why. That's fine. Hey, Don, what do you think of this shirt? Is it court worthy, Judge, Your Honor? If I was in Florida, it's like, Your Honor, I'm innocent of all crimes. This shirt alone is a genocide. Yes, many black men, actually. It's like, you got $1, you got 50 cents, you got a cigarette. That's the extent of my conversation with black men. It's acceptable in your court? Would the bailiff wear this, though? In his locker or something? Yeah, true, right? So this is actually Florida cred. I've watched Dexter, and then that guy Angel. He wears shirts like this, but not with the ribbon though. That's admissible as evidence in a federal murder or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's 8:51 over here. What do you guys think of that shooting? 5 people died in a thing. Off-duty cop guy went to the 33rd floor, shot himself, and even the Philippine National Police is like, and that's the end of it. Not bailiff? Then who? What is this appropriate for? Your receptionist? It could be considered a blouse, I guess. And I end up saying, like, anyway. And Beetlejuice isn't cooperating, so he's not going to get the job. I asked Beetlejuice, like, a simple audio transcription chore is basically, I'm going to nail this interview in ways quite unlike us ever before. But something is blocking his ears. It's like, I'm setting myself up to fail. It reminds me of Ricky Fondo and his self-sabotage. He's going to be self-pissed. Here I am, stuck in a chair. My life is pretty hilarious, I think. Oh boy, life. Sean from the bust is at number 2. So there's 6 to you. Any reason? I do know that tomorrow Raptor Johnny is going to be in New York. I hope he's armed. Because apparently, one Mark Mays says he's an addict and he takes trank for the lols. That's supposed to knock out an elephant. So, That's how you have to be. Let me tell you about Japanese karate, Shotokan. Back then, like all the samurai, upper class, had like lacquered wood armor and horses, and they'd run over peasants. So, but if you have 1,000 peasants fighting somebody, and you catch one samurai with the lacquered armor, and you just punch him, and he's like, "What's that gonna do?" One punch isn't enough. 1,000 punches from us will break your fucking armor. So that's what Sean is doing. He's just hammering my amusement at his name jokes. It's helping me remember people. This is a way for Sean to suggest first names of criminals without being caught. I like it. Suggest more. So if I had a short list, who are the name? What are the names of the witches attacking me? It's either Eileen or Irene. Keep it coming, brother. Of course, these days, all witches are slick. So just like Ender Wiggin, if they're all gonna gang up on me and beat me unfairly, all I have to do is beat them unfairly first. That's all that matters. Who did it first? So, in anticipation of Raptor Johnny coming here with his fam, going on comfort ends and all that, and he's gonna be suspect number 1. You're the follow-up guy, right? Whatever that Islam guy was after, you're the next. You're gonna be the cross. When that was just a jab, cross, uppercut, and then haymaker. So, if you can get word to Johnny or if he's lurking, watch yourself. I've watched something called The Terminal with Tom Hanks and Stanley Tucci. And that guy that plays is like, why are there 15 or 20 Japanese tourists, but they're missing one item? They're not tourists, they're spies. Yeah, pretty much. What did I expect? The only answer to that is, what did I expect? I go to a lot of conspiracy theory forums that complain about a certain religion or two, and it's like, we're going to do all this and that. And the only answer a Catholic or Christian will say is, what did I expect? We have prophecies too. So if he's going to fulfill that part of prophecy, better Johnny than me. He's certified, he's a PI, he still has his license. He's allowed to conceal carry in New York on a hot pursuit or somebody. And me, all I want to do is rest. If he's going to take me out, who better? Keeps all the riffraff out. Who's Rich Voss? I only know Merritt Voss. Stanley Tucci. Tucci Cucci. I don't mock Stanley because I have great, enormous respect for that guy. Like, 4chan favors the bald. And he's balding. In Hollywood, you can see the two, like, people with a big, luxurious mane of hair and then balding, like Kevin Spacey. Some people, they've earned their baldness. So I ain't fucking with those guys. Just because I can say Stanley Tucci in a Rich Voss voice doesn't mean I should. Or the other thing is, like, just because I should make America great again doesn't mean I could. I need participation. I need all your help. And every time I do these live streams, I have great hopes. 93,000 believe in me. No, less than 50. So I make do at the low end. I asked Sab today, is like, so what's the current exchange rate for an Israeli soldier? She waffled and evaded. It's like, so I need concrete numbers, you accountant. Is it like a trillion? And she just said this vague thing, worth more than you are. So I had to take the opposite side, which that means that I'm less valuable than an Israeli soldier. And that gives me the laws. When you are considered less than human, there are laws than human, you know? Lispy? Rick Voss. Tough crowd with Colin Quinn. I actually was at the Comedy Cellar. I was drunk off my ass. Yeah, I had all these Long Island iced teas. I had a Hustler subscription card in my back pocket. And I went up to him after his set and said, sign this. And he looked at me, you're fucked up drunk. And it was a Hustler subscription renewal form. It's like, this guy's off his ass. Then he started losing weight. Please, Pakistan, help the judge in Florida. I haven't seen a single ounce of cat meat, Mr. Judge. I'm doing this just through goodwill. Eventually, in God's grace and majesty and all that, I will have a big pile of cat meat here, fully dressed, untampered by the FDA. You ask all these favors, jokingly, but I know there's a kernel of truth, and I fulfill them. You barely even link my videos in chat. That's fine. I called Pakistan for help, but what you'll get is Pa Korean. I mean, like some Koreans are called Pa. I really don't speak fluent Korean. All I know are bad words. I don't even know elder brother. But today, the maintenance people in Times Square greeted me like they're happy to see me. And it's probably because of the shooting yesterday. I mean, everybody here, if you saw the guy, he looks like Cat Williams. And he walked up, smart as you please, through the door with a fucking Armalite. Or an AK something. Now, I don't know about you. I get into trouble walking with a cane. I don't think I can walk 2 blocks holding one of those motherfuckers without getting tackled to the ground. Especially near an off-duty cop and 5 other people. Here around New York, all the cat cafes closed down because the cats were stressed. They were trying to put too much effort or too much missions on a cat. And I don't know if you let's do it simple. You have a 9-gallon container, you put 50 gallons of water in it. What happens, guys? You're going to waste a lot of water. Traumatizing cats in a cat cafe doesn't make you cool or hip. It makes you an asshole. Hi, Tom. All right, I'm going to try to do it the way you say it. Hi, Nate. Hi, Nate. I like it, the passion and the energy. I'm busy. I don't normally raise my voice, Tom. I can't hear you because the engine's too loud and I have a really good, accurate thing. Hi, Nate. That's the best part. When I come in, you take that time out to just get the energy. Are you still bummed out by that old man dying? I would sedate the cats. They're just like Xanax or something. But then you don't get the full cat experience. Like when I go into a cat cafe, I expect one of the cats to launch itself in my face. And I'd dodge, and then the cat would hit the door or something. That's the full cat cafe. But if they're all like, meow, meow, pet my belly, it's like, okay. These are more like human babies and shit. The one you said was near you. There was a EMT, and he died, right, or something, in your compound or near you. I don't know. I thought that was bumming you out. That's like the red emoji. Hey, no. You fucking listen. I'm black to you, all right? Retrosexual. That's our thing. In the bust, you get angry that I'm black. Don't pay attention to this. This is like chink face. I'm a black man who cut off a Filipino man's face I'm wearing it with my big ass lips. Do you understand? Me, I look like Pat fucking Morita with this one. Respect my hustle, guy. You don't even know who the fucking Pat Morita is. Oh, I want to say Mr. Miyagi. What kind of racist are you? Get that shit up there. TC would eat your racist ass for lunch. He could make cheesecake racist. I haven't seen something like that. You are the angry white soul of America, and here's all these people trying to kick you out. You're gonna roll over for that? Say something in my chat. You were either drunk enough to believe I was actually black. Hey, is this TC fan actually black? I don't know, motherfucker. Check my videos. 2,200 deleted videos of me looking like this. I've got to be black. Jeez. Hey, Mike, the Prime. How did you find this? How you doing, you Irish bug? Fucking wow. You spend all your time drinking, that's why. You potato swilling shithead. How you doing? Why the fuck would I'm gonna make Mamdani vote for me? Always do the impossible. You represent white people. Retrosensual. The Japanners? I don't know, man. Ethnically, we're on that side. It's like the West and the East. Until you show me the East or West Pole, it's basically we're everywhere. We could be related or unrelated. I could be an alien. I don't know. Hello, JK. Finally, motherfucker. Cocknuts, piece of shit, fuckface. You know Johnny's coming armed and he's like basically the follow-up to that Islam guy. So watch your ass, okay? I don't know why he's coming to New York under the pretext, oh, I just came from a fish thing, but I'm getting ready to fucking die. How about you? Here, like, what a shit show. If it wasn't for Mark being here, I'd be like, you got a white supremacist who doesn't want a white supremacist. Lazy. Here I am covering your shift, and you're just like, are you actually black? That tells me you haven't even been to one of my things. Technically, I should be happy retrosensual's here, but you don't fit. 7 chatters, 5 likes. Simple. I know the ones who like me. Why do you like me? The people who hate me, it's very understandable. My enemies, all they want me to do is die. Okay, didn't work. You killed me yesterday. I woke up and it didn't work. Better luck today, assholes. No, you do it. You can't even bring him to 7-Eleven. I know Johnny, and then I know all guests. They'll use my bathroom and break it. Fucking every fucking time. Just like Jews, every single time. Can we be in your country? Why is the bathroom fixture broken? Not our problem. On to the next country. And a very pro-Semitic thing. I'm trying to break into merchandising. I want you to roast my t-shirt design. It's 2 swastika. I see Seth Rich right there. Like, you see this part? It spells out Seth Rich. And it's just like, it's very triangular, square. Looks like Manhattan from the aerial view. I don't know. Pigeon chainmail. Prime. You know that spelling is basically Lugaroo, right? I suggest you spell it without the D. The D is silent. Otherwise, all the Lugaroo will eat your nipples and then your toes. And believe you me, I'm good with the Lugaroo. I don't know about you. Dasha reference in the wild. I've seen Jiz's link of Dasha doing that crab walk. And it's like, yeah, she's white. Yeah, she's blonde. Why the fuck is she doing all that shit? Did you? You make a lot of spurious claims, but I know Koreans. You're not able to say yes or no. All you can do is agree or disagree with a part of a claim. So when you say I coded Dasha, I can disagree with the I. Like Adam Friedland coded Dasha. Don't know about you. Oh man, there's so many. Like a Pontiac Sunbird, you know? I always wanted one of those. But once Tesla made it everything, it's like your favorite car growing up is a piece of shit. The new hotness is the Cybertruck. Come on, white man. I'm black, blacker than your soul. I'm gonna take all your white women because I'm black. Obviously, obviously, I'm black. Obviously. Ew. Fucking wow. I actually like it better when you're a racist, sensual, because you're a really good sexist too. There is no Ford Thunderbird. Shut the fuck up, man. It's a Ford Mustang if you want like those. Tom will educate you. Why don't you visit his stream once in a while? It could save your fucking life. Just visiting 3 of Tom's streams allowed me to outdrive many, many gang stalkers using the fingertips method. Once I caught on to that, even at just one fingertip, it'll teach all the other fingertips. And he learned this by talking on Discord with NASCAR drivers. They're not even physically coaching him, just audio. He picked up on it. He still crashes, but because that's like Satan take the wheel, crash. If Jesus takes the wheel, like Tom said, he'll flow into the screen and then be gone from this hell forever. I'll just go, bye, Tom. A Ford Fiesta? I already do Fiesta in America. So, nah. I know how to drive a Fiesta into the ground. I don't know how to drive a Mustang into the ground. Yeah, I like it too much, you know? If my event was called Mustang in America, I'd be mocking Jesus all day. That's the first step. Miyamori Masashi said that. If you want to win all your battles with a sword or a car, pretend you're already dead. Your fear of death is gone. You died yesterday. God said, not on my watch, resurrected you. Now die in a more ridiculous way. You should fear God more than death because God has my sense of humor. Good. You ever drive 93 miles an hour through a 20 mile per hour school zone? The wind does. You gotta drive like the wind, Tom. They don't ticket the wind. There's no wind police. Or if there's gin police ticketing gin drivers, it's invisible. It's in another plane. I don't see it. Assume you are the wind. You don't have a wind generator in your setup. Part of driving is either you're in a sterile, hermetically sealed car, or you feel the wind somehow. Set up 2 more fans just to simulate the wind. Then it will teach you. I looked at it. Sure, you can simulate crashes great. The thing rumbles, boom. But where's the good reward? Where's the feel of the wind in your hair? Like when you're biking. Isn't that a great feeling? You're sweating and the wind is cooling you down? Yeah. It's like, this is my number 1 fan. You don't want to see my number 0. Even though it costs more electricity, you want immersion. You want to forget all your problems where you should have emigrated to France or in Europe and you should be biking. Sadly, the reality check is you're in fucking Canada, you work in a bike shop for people you don't like, and then they expect things and they underpay you. So, like, whatever money you have, make that your fantasy world. And listen, sexist piece of shit. I want you to fall back on all your racism. Call me whatever, you know? I don't like it when you're comfortable in sexism. It's retrosensual. Because I know you came prepared for this shit. I want to put you in the ground where you're unsure, unsteady. Are you really black? I'm not sure. The PFP is black, but then I've never watched your video. Sight unseen. You're a nectar, right? Yeah, that's the thing. You will be called to betray all your friends. Believe me. So you got to make your betrayal plans very, very tiny. If you have the opportunity to, like, hey, let me see that spanner, mine now. That counts as betrayal. He's an actual Nigerian. And I'm surprised Retro Sensual isn't even going at Noah. You're scared. All right? There's fine. Be fearful. Be scared. After all that stress and anxiety, do something badly. Do something wrong. Take a pencil, break it in half. It's your pencil. Who's gonna call you out? Why are you breaking the pencils? Because it's mine. I don't approve of whatever my reality is. This pencil, and then boom, like this. I don't approve, and I just bit it. It's a perfectly good cigarette. I threw it out. I don't like all these words I'm saying to you guys, but I have another cigarette. Okay? So, retro, if you have sexist comments to make about Noah, who was a definite Nigerian, just like Dustin Nigerian, but see, you're shy now. Because, like, I ain't hitting no black man. He looks ready. I want to blindside him in the back of the head. I've seen people, they want to argue, and they're like, you hit my car. I didn't know you were that big, fella. You know, you're lucky I don't have my guns. Black people walk around with their weapons all the time. Why? Because it's slavery. Because they're picking up bales of cotton. We have to get big. We don't get nothing from the master. Spanner. It's called a wrench. You don't know how much garbage and dog shit is in my city. That is our export and traffic too. It's like that's the reason they keep filming in fucking New York. We have all these superheroes and villains who like to destroy cities. New York looks really fucked up anyway. Let's film there. We don't even bother rebuilding anymore. That's the appeal of New York. Godzilla and the Avengers fucked up the city. Do you expect us to spend? No way. How is that even like sexist? Eric Adams is a sexist. Do you have proof? If you can't provide evidence at all, provide coverage. This is me not being able to find any sexist scandals at all about Eric Adams. Suspicious, isn't it? I'll let you think the things that I can't say. Wink, wink. Jesus fucking Christ. And I consult with Mayor Eric Adams a lot. He's a transit cop. Sometimes he feels bad for me. It's like, if you want to destroy me, try this one. And I tried. It's like, sir, it didn't work. Fooled your ass. Psych. How is that sexist? Again, you know, I don't see very many like black accusations. 13% of the people do 93,000% of the crime. How about that? Every day I'm learning. And not like retro sensual. What do you think of this shirt, by the way? Would you wear it or just like, you know, I've seen people in the civil rights movement, basically they wear the same getup as the civil rights people. Give us the vote, give us our freedom. And then a white man is like right next to him wearing the same exact thing and then mocking him. Don't do it. It's a really bad idea. We have a legitimate black person who's mad chill for now. I'll treat him like Method Man. It's just like LoJack. I don't care what the fuck he started out with. If that guy wants to die as a black man, let him. Spot on. That's why you're the elder statesman here. You're right. I've worn clothes like this, and it's like, you know, my nipples would be bleeding wearing this fucking shirt. This is the kind of retardation women have. We'll just put band-aids on it, and then our nipples won't bleed. Yeah, I hate the shirt now. I need something to cheer me up. So this is something, right? I know you've seen these all around. And then these are bags designed to collect water around the base of a tree. So you don't have to water them every day, just in case it... But to me, I see a friendly eye and a smiley face right there. The most friendliest bag of all time. How can you be upset when an inanimate object is smiling at you, like you're worth it? Right. You know, I think it's like more like 75 grit. Honestly, you know, I think you could like strip battleship paint with that shit. So I'm like curious now. Where do you get all this fabric to make these rash things? I've endured so many rashes, Tom. Fuck. Even the birds are itchy. I guess sorrows. Yeah, like there's some people. This is like go get a $5 bag of sand from Canadian Tire or Home Depot. Get some crazy glue on a piece of paper. Instant sandpaper. Why buy those wheels? You know, do think like a Great Depression type thing. See, the thing is, there's two kind of people: people who buy and people who build. I'm a person who builds. I'm forced to buy. It fucking sucks. You do better. Like, what are you doing? Well, I glued rocks to fabric. Mind is on the outside. Pussy. Why don't you rock? Yeah, Scotch tape too. 3M. They hold things together. And what people don't know is that because it holds things together, they can lift things off. Yeah, I trust your judgment. You have all the wrenches. Basically, my stream is just, like if you guys read the Bible at all, King Solomon became king after his dad, and he looked all around. It's like, because these people know my dad, they're exceptional in every field. All of them are top of their game. Why am I even alive, God? It's like, give me wisdom to rule them. And it's like, you don't want riches or power? No, I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You're God, you know better. Same thing with you people. I make this stream is like, they're all great in their way. Why are they here? What am I going to do to inspire them? Tom's doing well with his night wrench. This white boy can't drive. And I'll just make up some bullshit to make his stream better. You know? What is Retro Central doing here? He's racist against all black people, and he's got ready for sexism. How about attacking autism? Or JK is here. He's like, he wants to show Raptor Johnny around, but he's sick. He's got an alien parasite. Can't move. He can only go to 7-Eleven. Well, then fucking die. Next. You know what I mean? And Noah, I don't even know why he's here either. Is like, are you running after my job? Go advise all these things. For the next 5 minutes, all I'll do is shut the fuck up and smoke. Noah has the floor. You can talk now, Noah. I'm trying to be encouraging. So there's something called brats. When you give them like all your time to speak, you better be ready with something, you know? Now, the opening premise of Noah is I read the entirety of the Bible when I was 10. Here I am in a support role. All of you should listen. Did you do that? I don't know. Maybe Noah's like frozen, like a brat. I just wanted to complain. I don't really want to give orders. Well, then shut the fuck up. You didn't read the entirety. Because if you did, you'd have at least 15 verses you could expound on. But you didn't. You glanced at it. You absorbed it. You didn't read it. You didn't speak it out loud and see what happened. That's how I know. So, as far as I'm concerned, you're all brats. Some of you are older, some of you are younger, some of you are same age. You're just like me. You don't know what the fuck you're doing, but it's working. The boomers had this kind of grace. Whatever they did, they made money. And then when they did stop making money, they blamed their kids. You're going to feel that boomerism. Noah's so successful, he doesn't even live stream. And he has no message other than this uncomfortable, awkward silence. Me, if you gave me the floor, Tim Pool, stop killing people and touching kids. Faggots. But I don't have that audience. I have at least three things to say, addressing over several trillion like edgelords. Stop being you. Do better. No, school went to me. Do you think I had a choice where I was educated? You don't know anything about MK Ultra. From age 2, they determined I was going to be a nicotine activist. CMU, Carnegie Mellon University. I have a friend who went to NYU. You know, if you're building a dossier, listen, Retro. Don't waste all your time trying to do it your way, in your handwriting. Just do a FOIA on me. I'd be surprised if they release it to you. But, if you get it, that means you have white privilege. Use it more. All the people who attack me end up attacking for me. Have a great time, dude. That's the one constant in my life. I get all these attackers, and they get bored, and then they start attacking for me. I'm like, why are you attacking for me? I didn't give you clearance. I got bored. Bored. Okay. So are you all ready to be brats? I don't mind. I'll leave a brat in a daycare. I used to work in a daycare too. Give me food, give me this, entertain me. And the witches would steal their souls. So if you want all your souls stolen, I know Johnny has some sort of weird superstition that I can curse. I curse you all in the name of our Lord and Redeemer Jesus Christ. However the curse manifests, it's not my fault. Don't come crying at me, you pieces of shit. I tried. Do not attack for me without my express written permission or consent. This is the one time I cover you all. By chastising and cursing you, I preemptively, whatever you fucking did, I punished you already. Is that clear? If you get shot by a random Muslim named Islam with a high-powered rifle and he's actually Raptor Johnny, don't come crying at me. You'll be dead. Normally it's just like, are you threatening me? Don't know how to make threats. This ant just bit me. Why did you do that? Yeah. You could say death instead of God. You know that? I'm not sure yet if I believe in death. You know why you don't believe in death? It hasn't happened yet, Tom. You're still alive. But I feel like death believes in you. I'm death. I moonlight a lot. I am the literal personification of death. I like you guys so much, I saved you guys for last. I'll curse you, I won't reap you. Hope this is clear. No, correlate two of the most unlikely things, like Donald Trump and cheesecake. You'd be surprised at all the mental leaps and gymnastics ChatGPT can do. Okay? I did what you do, but I asked Satan to become MacGyver. Seamus MacGyver. He fell from heaven, landed somewhere, is like, well, I'll make a heaven out of this place. And all the angels and saints in heaven are laughing at him. Okay? So, again, like let's say, I'm not sure yet if I believe in SWAT. I don't know how many of you have been swatted. But I feel like SWAT believes in me. Do you see how changing nouns makes it more personal, makes it more immediate? Okay? Something you fear or don't fear. Here's hope. Like, it should happen to you, but it doesn't. Fear is the exact opposite. It shouldn't happen to you at all, but it's gonna. So prepare for that. Okay? Like, let's say this. I'm not sure yet if I believe in Donald Trump as president of America. But I feel like that president believes in me. He wants you to be the saboteur within Canada. Register. I don't see any figures. There should be more. Complaining to your prime minister, writing a congressman or provincial governor. You're not doing that, Tom. And he wants to know why. If I were you, I wouldn't answer. I just do a night wrench. I'm just a guy working on my shop, finding joy. I used to drive a pony, and a lot of people were hassling me. Why is my pizza warm? And there's no extras, bonus? Come on, man, earn your tip. Why are you laughing, sensual? You're supposed to be the one who makes all the people laugh. You made me laugh. It's like this motherfucker don't even know if I'm black. I played into it. You went off on a rant, five statements in a row, like you were ready. Now the lesbians want to see your sexism game, and you have erectile dysfunction. Look, trust me, boys. If you guys live in New York for 6 months, you are officially a New Yorker. Most people who emigrate here don't survive 1 hour. If all the New Yorkers don't like you don't leave. We have an all new Korean barbecue guy. You get eaten. You live here for 6 months, you're definitely a New Yorker. If we don't get the chance to kill you in the first hour, you can stay. You understand? By then, it's like, the gangs have adopted you. It's like he's one of ours. 6 months later, you're going to be yelling at traffic. Fucking tourists. They don't know how to walk. Sir, you're from Madagascar. I don't give a fuck. I've been here 6 months. This is my New York. I can tell. In fact, you should pressure the people who make that game that you do an add-on for ponies. If you can't, gas chat GPT or all the AI. Help me code an add-on so I can time travel back to when I was happy. Up and down on a rear engine only drive, snowy streets, people ordering like, listen, I'm on my way. Can you all calm down? No, 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 no. I want my pizza now. Where are you? What are you doing? Yeah, I grew up in Queens. I grew up in Astoria. Greeks. Greeks and Italians. You ever try to broker peace between Greeks and Italians? It's like playing Ninja Gaiden. Either it's hard or it's over too quickly. Or if you play video games, Altered Beast, you can finish that shit in 12 minutes. Speed run it. Let me see. Well, you gotta make one. Well, you gotta make one. Okay. So since you're a mod and an elder statesman, and you gave me a link, and if it's malware, I don't care. But if it's not, then I'm gonna advertise your things. Okay. It looks like one of those like a station wagon, but I can see it's boxy. It's got about like 4 feet of the hood, and you can carry maybe 4 or 5 pizzas in the back. Not bad. Okay, the color is mauve or taupe. When you say I can't find a pony mod for my sim, can't just means it's a last priority. If you don't know who Saint Anthony is, as a Catholic, Protestants don't pray to saints, so they miss out on all the add-ons. You know, if I say to Saint Anthony, please help me find something. Something is lost and can't be found. The pony add-on for Tom's game, and then Saint Anthony will show me something better. Just like Retro's answer. In fact, Retro, shut the fuck up. Because you're doxing yourself. You're self-snitching. Your name is Anthony. Tell me it's not. Don't even tell me your real name, Retro. You're far too fucking helpful. Hey, black fella, why don't you escape slavery? Be a white man. We tried, massa. Didn't work. What's next? Fucking helpful guy. JK, in the Jackson Heights 7-Eleven. You try to cut the line, what happens? Oh, I'm too important. I got all the Celsius. Yeah, wait in the fucking line. I'm sick all the time and I got muscle pain. So we all got problems. Get in fucking line. I have AIDS and COVID. So this is a hospital to treat all that. Get in fucking line. You don't know how to form a line, your body won't know how to fight disease. Simple. Your brain's not working. You're retarded. Most times I'm like an older brother. I talk to my brother just like this when he was young. Now he's big. It's like, oh, how you doing? Good? Everything fine? Boom. If it didn't work when he was growing up, it's not going to work now. Retro is trying to be older brother. At this time, you want to be it? You want the fucking role? You go it. Today is your first day. Today is day one. All right, white man, of the Filipino word kuya. Now, if you can't even Google Wikipedia that shit, you're a bad kuya. And you're a bad white man. No donut. I gave you my time in this stream. I said I'd shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. I expected a torrent of anti-black rhetoric. Nothing. Knowing your failure, I'm pretty sure I'm still alive. So are you. Knowing that you're not ready, you're not prepared at all to rule even your house. That's the main objection against all white supremacists. You claim supremacy, you can't even control your niece or nephew. Going out there, diluting the race. So I'm very confident that this day you'll fuck up even with a simple four-letter word, kuya, Kuya. You couldn't even spell that shit. All the best in your anti-black rhetoric. They're gonna win. You gotta put some skin in the game. You'll be challenged in like topics you don't know shit about. You gotta white man power through it like Louis C.K. You know, call your dad. Show him the stream. He'll go dig deep to his ancestors, ancient white ancestors of the Nordic race. We were Vikings all them years ago. We rampaged. Now is the time. Where's all that shit? I'm a fucking Filipino. Third world country, 5'4", 140 pounds, can't do shit. Bye.